Baba, at the time of Khurda by-election, when your people started campaigning for you to contest as an independent candidate, and as you know, everybody knows that Biju Patnaik also supported you. So how it come into whether you approached to him or what had happened?
After the ticket was denied by Congress, so what happened? Some of the people they were supporting me there. You are innocent. We have seen, we have been tracing. So we are not doubting. Why the ticket is denied? The way you labored hard in the Congress party also, organizing that party and backing the former chief minister. What is the difficulty? So they started picking me, forcefully induced me to contest independently. Then after I was filing my candidature as independent candidate, being associated by some political colleagues at the time, they were inspiring me. And I was I was invited to meet him, the great BIJU Patnaik. And I had a nice meeting. The President of Nivas, where he was residing that time. Early morning, with great Saraddev, Dam Rao, Ramkush Patnaik, that time.
So till then, from that day till today, you have a long association with the family of Biju Patnaik and now his son Naveen Patnaik, who is the chief minister. So what are after that election, in the by-election when you got elected, how was your association with great Biju Patnaik?
Great Biju Patnaik, he had withdrawn his own candidate from Khurda and wholeheartedly supporting me, not only physically, he was also financing me. And we both were touring together, day and night. And the great VC of that time was contesting, great writer, philosopher and economist, former VC, Badrinath Misra, backed by former chief minister, that time he was the chief minister. That was his hometown, Khurda. And he is belonging to Khurda also. And the great political master of that time, BIJU Patnaik, with his wife, with his caucus, those are supporting him, started campaigning. And for me also, BIJU Patnaik was my leader, started campaigning with and the supporting hand of former Chief Minister Nandini Satpathy, former Chief Minister, great statesman Hare Krishna Mata, and also Padma Bhushan Radhanath Rath also. So all these veteran politicians, social workers and statesmen around me, supporting me, campaigning for me. And it was a great battle, a political battle at that time, where in his own house, JB was defeated. And from those days, independently, though I was elected as independent candidate, but I was campaigning with BIJU Patnaik, day and night, touring from rural to urban zone, and campaigning, organizing, one by one, by election we were meeting, and we could conquer.
In the next general election, your party was a great successful party for which BIJU Patnaik had also formed the government. So you are being rewarded in that government also?
Yes, certainly. BIJU Patnaik inducted me in his minister as a cabinet colleague, cabinet minister. I was fortunate to have a cabinet colleague like Biju Patnaik. I can't forget him in life. And the portfolio that was allotted to me, that is not money oriented. He was knowing that. It's not to him that Baba will never take a single pie from anybody. That time I was known as Baba. And he was calling me Babaji boy sometime Morsi, sometime Babaji. He was calling me with love. And my adoration to him, he was loving me like his own son, like a child, a one son. He was loving me, not like a political man. As an intellectual, I was known that time as a writer. He was loving those who are involved in writing. Because he was reading, he was the voracist reader of the country, I can tell you. Even while I was touring with him, I have seen books with him always. So he's the great master, the great statesman.
So what was the pattern? What was the pattern of his work? From what time to what time he used to work, and
I was
even in the
waking up
elections?
early morning, the sun rising, Biju Patnaik rising, until after the sun setting, it's not taking Vishram nahi leta hai. They're not going to the bed until his desire, whatever he was cherishing, when the desire could come fulfill successfully because of the time. He was the only leader in the country I've seen who knows the time management. And all through I am laboring hard with him because he was loving the hard worker. I was known as a hard social worker. So then, we both had I was working with him 12 years. As a minister, I was with him for about 5 years. He is the only statesman who deputed me to participate in one of the international conference organized at the Oxford University. He is the only statesman who allowed me to participate in one social work world conference at Colombo. He was the only politician who was tolerating me and encouraging me and patronizing me, deputing me to attain one of the celebration ever celebrated for the martyr, great Sahid Singh. Sahid Singh's centenary was observed by Punjab government. The then Chief Minister Abhiyan Singh was no more. He was personally phoned me, invited me through Biju Patnaik only. And Arjuna Singh was that time also. We were congregated there at Chandigarh conference, Punjab. And that letter is with me also, prior to his death, how he has written one letter personally. How well Dr. PRASANNI, after your holy arrival to Punjab, how the peace is restored.
When VP Singh formed the government in the center, Biju Patnaik, great Biju Patnaik played a vital role in the Indian politics. At that time, you were also associated with him. What are your experiences with Biju
I was
Patnaik?
all through with him. No, he never goes. At the time, he was not when I going to attend the meeting of any political leader, great political leader of the country, at his residence. Rather, the great political leaders were attending him, from Devagowda to Mr. Singh, former Prime Minister. I've seen personally. They were attending him at Odisha Bhavan. And Biju Babu never bothered. If somebody is praising him or querying about his house or asking about his movement or inviting him, he is having such charisma, political personality, attracting to everybody to be associated with him. The great political leaders of that time, statesmen, were there with Biju Patnaik. I've seen my own eyes witnessing their meeting calmly and silently. Once upon a time he was deputy me to also Karnataka meeting. And also, he was also sending me to Indonesia before formation of cultural university. How the culturally were patronizing the high heritage belong to Odisha. The great holy traditional master, their voicing from here to Sudur Indonesia, far beyond. And I've seen the Borobudur temple, how the great Odia's sublime hand ever painted in the stones. The gigantic words, arts, the sublime painting of words engraved in the stones, not from Borobudur temple to Indonesia to far beyond, far away, that is of Cambodia, the great Angkor Wat temple. After visiting that temple, once upon a time I was telling to BIJU Patnaik, that's not Angkor Wat, it is called Onkar Bata. The Odias named that Onkar Bata. So out of that, it was known as Angkor Wat. And the stones you have seen personally, you can witness the Odias monumental, the art, the divine art, the sublime art ever created by the Odias during that time, ever commanded by great BIJU Patnaik to visit those holy places. I had that opportunity to visit it and inspired him to start one university. There is no university named after a cultural university in the country. How it will be named after that and it will be organized? Not possible at all. He told me like that. I tried to tell him and induced him, particularly telling him about the monumental work ever designed, ever constructed there in abroad 2000 years ago, how the Odias, they were voicing before Kharwell. And he was the modern Kharwell, great BIJU Patnaik, the modern Kharwell. And it is a rare privilege for me that I was associated with him and working with him day and night, 12 years all together, eating together, resting together, moving together, camping together, from political campaigning to cultural movement. We started a cultural movement.
Any special moment what you were referring to while driving, a vehicle, the jeep?
While he was driving, while he was flying in the cosmos, and I was enjoying his driving. While he was driving in the earth, also to enjoying. And so speed was, about more than 80, about 100 speeds. I think I have forgotten because that time I was never calculating, but this so forcefully was driving like a great, brave man driving alone, and I was with him. Then I was reminding, sir, it's not the cosmos where you are driving in the flight. It's the plain earth you are driving by car. He pushed, backed it immediately to frighten me. आओ, डर जाता तो मर जाएगा. डोरी वाले मरी जीवो. Don't fear. If you are fearing me, you are dying. He told me. I was remembering this word till now. I remember the same word ever uttered by him, so forcefully, so gratefully. So we can't get a man like him. I'm remembering all through. I've seen as a good driver, a good pilot. I've seen him a good driver who is driving on the earth to the masses to reach the political destination. I was seeing the great master of our time, the holy traditional master of our time, who wanted not only the politics, culture, also from agriculture to culture, the way he was culturing the mind of the masses.